And welcome everybody. It's your boys, E Glaze, Maceo, her Junior with the fresh Doug high gear on. I see you, boy. I see you.
Oh, is that
boy.
what that is?
I see you, boy.
I didn't even know what that was, Glaze. I just be throwing stuff on, Glaze. I don't be doing much. I just be throwing stuff on.
Yeah, I need to get me a care package or two. I'm gonna get some stuff.
I just be throwing stuff on.
Shout out to them. Football is high school football is kicking off strong this week. So if you're your team, I know Lincoln County got a few things going on. Shout out to Lincoln County taking on Bryan County. Our former player, my friend Sherrod Freeman, coaching. It's going to be
okay.
Great down there. They always play the first game every year. Last year we skated by, so it's going to be good down in Lincoln County. Mays, Doug, 10 a.m. game. We won't tell you why there's a 10 a.m. game, but
Young Mike, what's good? Cousin Mike, what's good?
Stevens, what's happening, sir? What's happening? So we got a lot to talk about, man. NFL preseason week number 2. Getting it. NBA released their schedule today. It's already talking. They ready trying to get some of that other money. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get some of that other money.
Yeah.
Major League Baseball. Maceo, we got a big question to ask because I got to troll some fans today.
Oh, man. We run New York.
I got to talk a little WNBA.
We run New York.
There's one New York team that said, hey, we might run this WNBA. We got to talk about that tonight too, man. So we got a lot to jump into. Y'all, welcome to the show this Wednesday, August 17th. We getting into it, man. Oh, yeah. By the way, you know where I went by yesterday? You saw who I saw yesterday.
What up, Lydia? What's up?
She said, "Where you at, man?" I mean, they say we there all the time, boy. We got free reign. Come out anytime. That's what I was told. I said, I get him over there. I get him over there.
Yeah, that's my dog. I gotta go. I gotta go see her. I gotta go see her.
Wonderful facility. Wonderful.
Yeah. See, she in your neck of the woods too. So I mean,
right across. You know what? Right across from the Atlanta United practice facility.
Really?
Oh, it's that way.
Yeah. I gotta get out there. I gotta go see my dog.
Yeah, check out, man. But great thing, man. So let's get it started, man. So you know what? Before we start the show, man, I got a bone to pick with you, dog.
Okay, talk to me.
You know, you just said it, and I was gonna hold it a little bit, but you just said it. Someone just go ahead and talk about it right now. I'm up here in Northwest Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Ackworth, Kennesaw area.
Yeah.
And you know me, man. I don't have one on today, but I always got the Crush gear on. So
I
go,
for sure.
Hey, the Crush. Hey, what's up, yo? Hey, I love that shirt, the Crush, all that. So I'm doing it, and we're trying to give my daughter some stuff before she go back to school. She's going back to Georgia State. Shout out to Nadia for a sophomore year.
Okay.
I walk in there, somebody looking at me. I'm like, hey, I'm with Jennifer, the wife. She looking like, hey, how you doing? She looks at the shirt and says, do you know Maceo? I'm like, yeah, man, that's my dog. Yeah, I see you got his show shirt on. What? Wait a minute. You know, I'm on the show too, right? Oh yeah, okay, cool. I got your shirt on. We've been doing this for 9 years, dog. She said,
right.
Shout out to her. She went to middle school with you. She said, I went to middle school with him. I forgot her name. I apologize, but she was very cool. But I'm like,
I didn't go to middle school.
Maceo, I thought we were.
I went from elementary to high school. I ain't go to no middle school.
She said y'all went to middle school together. That's what she told me.
I ain't never go to middle school. Like, hey man, hey, come on, y'all. Come on, be better. I left High Heights and I matriculated to Frederick Douglass High School. I never went to middle school. They say middle school was for people who were scared to go to high school. I was a bit.
I just want to tell you that, man. So I was in my feelings a little bit, man. You know, I was a little bit in my feelings, man. So I just want to tell you that. So everybody, this is our show. We've been together almost 9 years. They said, "Oh, you on Maceo's show?"
There's no me without you. With the tag team, you know, we don't even rock like that. So clearly, somebody telling the field about that who saw you and started talking like that, because they clearly don't know. I ain't go to middle school.
They said, make sure show, man. So
I go to middle school.
Hey, man, let's jump into it, man. What you want to start with today, dog?
So I want to start. It's so crazy. Terrence, you must got a copy of my notes. You must got a copy of my notes. Want to start at college football. Deion Sanders, he jumped his team the other day. It was a fight that broke out in practice, and guys were walking away. So Deion stopped practicing. He said, if one of us fight, all of us fight. Emmanuel Glaze, what were your thoughts when you saw that viral video?
When I saw that, I thought, one, this is 2023. These kids ain't built like we were. Remember that show when we fought? I'm sorry. We had an altercation with Albany State back in the day.
That was a fight. That was a fight. We ran all the way over there. They cheap shot Maurice Dix on a punt return. We all ran over there. They had fans swinging umbrellas.
Yeah, I got hit twice.
We went and got our teammate. We sure did.
It makes you. I remember people saying we saw the one who wasn't in the fight. That's the mentality it was. It's one for all for one. You go in and you not go out. I don't know if we had that mentality in 2023 with these NIL deals, these people who worry about themselves. I get what Deion's saying. He's trying to create a culture of one.
Right.
But it's hard to create a culture of one when there's a culture of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's going to be tough. I get it. I understand it. I see what Deion's trying to do. It's about Colorado one, but I'm going to ask you, I'm going to flip the question to you. How can you teach team when people don't think you part of a team? And that goes to him. So he probably got, let me ask you, was Shiloh in it?
Shiloh was in it. Shiloh was mixing it up.
Okay.
But Shedeur? No.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, everybody, was his whole family in that fight. That's what I got to ask.
This the problem, Glad. You kind of touched on it. So first of all, and you know how I feel about this, it's just too much access to these practices.
Yeah, too much.
Certain stuff we shouldn't even know. Like, we shouldn't even know that fight happened. We shouldn't even know he gave that speech, but because the cameras are always rolling, which kind of go back to the question I was trying to ask Coach TC when we did the press conference at Jackson State.
Yeah.
Without all of the cameras, I think you can do so much normal stuff. That's something, because so the optics is bad, because if you fight during the game and everybody run the field, everybody gonna get suspended, everybody gonna get fined, you're gonna probably have to forfeit the next game. Exactly. So the optics were bad. I kind of get what he was trying to say, but again, let's turn these cameras off at practice. Deion them are giving us so much content, and the flip side of this content is going to be, say they don't win.
Right.
You've seen the shots people are already taking at him, Pac-12 Media Day and all these other little things. All of this stuff is going to come back, because I can already see a coach saying now, say they get blowed out.
Right.
And they're going to say, well, why y'all didn't get in the fight, Deion? It was a fight going on. Why y'all? You give teams so much ammunition when you give so much content. So I really wish Deion them certain times would just cut the camera off. We don't need to know everything every day that's going on at Colorado.
Because it feels more like a show than a football team. It doesn't feel like they're trying to play football. And I get it. Yes, you would like for everybody to squabble, but was it you trying to get them to squabble to be a team, or you want to get that content of you saying you want everybody to fight? Right. So that's my thing with Deion. I'm ready to see him say, you know what? Hey, son, hey, Deion Jr., cut the camera. Cut the camera. We want to see some football. We want to see some playing. If they fight, I don't want that getting out. I want us to just handle it, see who did it, and go on by. Because honestly, let me ask you what this was. Travis there? Did he get in there?
No, Travis didn't get in there. Travis did not mix that up.
NIL money too much NIL money. We ain't finna. I'm not fighting.
I'm not a business man. I'm a business man. I got to get to week one, man. What if I break my hand?
What if I hit somebody's helmet by mistake?
And I'm out.
Come on, hit my knee.
Come on.
All those business decisions that these kids today, when we went to school, we had no business decisions. It was hot,
bruh.
Cameras were off.
No cameras rolling, dog. The amount of foolishness that we got away with and nobody knew about, all because there was no camera phones, there was no videographer. Dog, I was watching the Quirky Kale game last night. Dude, it's like 60 people with video cameras. Now it's content everywhere. And it's high school kids. So just imagine what Dion and them doing. But now Bucky has gotten rich with this social media thing.
Yeah.
And just following his dad around. So I mean,
he's making a whole bunch of money just doing that. I'm ready to see if this team, what happens, like you say, when the season starts, and every team that they play gonna be like, we saw all the video. We saw them all.
We know. Right. I mean, we know y'all.
Come out here and fight us. We ready. We ready. So we're gonna see what happens with that. But I do sometimes wish that it wasn't all about trying to get as much access. I know that's today's game.
Yeah.
With recruiting and TV deals and money. But sometimes I wish it wasn't so prevalent, because you don't want to put a kid out and do like we kind of just did and say, hey, I ain't see Travis fighting.
Yeah.
I ain't see Shador fighting. Because a lot of people were like,
a lot of people we didn't see.
We didn't see a lot in there. We saw Shallow swing, but we didn't see a lot of other guys. And that puts a lot on a kid who just coming to really just play football.
Right.
And that's going to be tough for those kids going forward.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Horace. Yes, Horace, I want to talk about that. Let me talk about that a little bit. So, Horace, shout out to Harold Ellis, who just became the AD at Morehouse.
Doug High, class of '88. We just do stuff like that.
Shout out to him. So a couple of weeks ago, the Atlanta volleyball team was a new female volleyball team, professional. The Atlanta Vibe has just been announced. Harold Ellis was there along with Edwin Moses, another great Morehouse guy. So I see Harold Ellis. He's shaking my hand. I say, yo, man, we want you on the crush. He said, cool. Take my number down, bruh. Here you go. And I said, cool. We got Harold Ellis. And he said, I said, oh, but I laughed at you can take that shirt off, because he had a Morehouse shirt on. He said, okay, what school you went to? I said, yeah, man, I went to Martin Brown. He said, y'all still open? And he walked away from me. So Harold Ellis, we just got to talk, man. So congratulations on the job, but you ain't got to throw a shot at like that, man. You can tell there's a little issue with Morehouse and Morris Brown, but I wanted to talk about that. Let me continue. Congratulations to Harold. Maceo, NFL is still week 2. Give me your thoughts on that, sir.
As we head into week 2, so week 2, this is the preseason week that we're going to see all of your starters going to probably play deep into the first quarter, into the second quarter. This is like your rhythm/dress rehearsal game, because week 3 it's just going to be guys who are going to be just fighting for roster spots. I always love this week, because week 2, like I say, this would be the dress rehearsal week. I want to see rhythm from teams. I want to see like Deshaun Watson plays tonight. I want to see Deshaun Watson and his contract. Every time Deshaun on TV, they just have to talk about his contract. So I want to see Deshaun put some work in with that first team. He'll have Amari Cooper. He'll have all of his weapons. I love week 2, because you get a real sense of what your team is going to look like as you head into the season, and momentum, especially for offense, because we always know defense is ahead of offense. So you want to see your offense get off to a fast start, and you want to see your defense make those adjustments. And you know, if you got a new D coordinator, you want to see how your new scheme work versus last year. So week 1 was about you saw your team, the potential depth that your team have. Week 2, yeah, it's about getting your starters and getting your starters rolling, because we 2 weeks away from the season, and a lot of teams got to come out hot. Got to.
You know, one city is ready to see what they got. ATL.
Yeah.
And shout out to you and your boy. I'm sorry, my name, but on the Monday show, it's gonna be an overreaction Monday like no other Monday.
Oh my!
Ever.
Oh, what?
Ritter better go 20 for 20. Ritter better go 20 for 20. Bijan better have 105 yards rushing. Because if anything go wrong this weekend, Maceo, guess what? Everybody gonna be like, I told y'all we weren't ready. We ain't got no good team. Ritter look like garbage. Why did we spend an 8th round pick? It's going to be overreaction Monday like crazy after week 2.
Bro,
take the second preseason game as a dress rehearsal. What do you think, man?
My God, people are going to react so crazy. I hope Arthur Smith has a Desmond Ritter friendly script where he come out, he completes them, complete a couple of quick passes, maybe then take a deep shot. You want to see Drake London make a play and not fumble. You want to see y'all know I'm not calling him that U word. You want to see Kyle Pitts in the mix. You want to see Bijan. Oh, excuse me, Bajan. His mom said his name is Bajan. Bajan. So everybody, y'all got to start calling him Bajan. It's not Bijan. It's Bajan. So you want to see him carry the football. You want to see him carry the football some. But the Falcons need, like I say, the defense played well last week with those second string guys. You sat the quarterback, something that's very foreign for an Atlanta Falcons squad the last few years. You had a punt return for a touchdown. So you had a lot of exciting things with the second and third string guy. So you want to see the first string guys come out and play much better than what we saw those guys do last week.
Yeah, man, and just relax, guys. I know we're gonna see some things that we ain't.
They can't relax, Glade. They can't relax, Glade.
We ain't gonna get the whole playbook. We're gonna get some plays just to see how they work. They're trying to get the linemen work. They want to get Bijan used to some holes and the speed of the game against a different team. They already practice against these teams already in practice and camp, so they already practice already. So they just trying to get some film work in. They just trying to get some film work on the guys. But overreaction next week is gonna be crazy. Keeping with the NFL, I want to ask you this, Mace. What do you think Sean Payton and Russell Wilson's relationship is going to be? He played him a lot last week, I thought, for a first preseason game.
He had to.
What are your thoughts on could this be another good matchup between these two? Because everybody riding on Russell. I saw 1,000 comments on everything Russell did that one game in preseason. What are your thoughts about this relationship with Sean and Russell Wilson?
So outside of Drew Brees, Sean Payton has the reputation of basically taking quarterbacks, and he's labeled like the quarterback whisperer. So you look at what he did with Jameis, look at what he did with the tight end that's a quarterback, number 7. That guy.
Something like that. You're right.
Whatever. Somebody tell me his name. But he's a gadget guy, but he was effective in football games. He won with Teddy Bridgewater. So Sean Payton has this quarterback whisper thing. So you figure Russ, who's a Pro Bowler, a Super Bowl champion, a guy who kind of lost his way last year. Because hey, it is what it is. Yeah. The coaching was terrible. Right. So can Sean Payton get Russ back in a comfortable position? I think that even before the end of Russ' career in Seattle, Russ was declining. Yeah. He was declining so that your man's out there was like, you know what? I'm going to go with Geno. Yeah. I can win with Geno. Right. I don't need Russ. Pete Carroll, like, dog, I can win without Russ. And they did. So it's on Sean Payton. We're gonna see if Sean can keep that mantle as quarterback whisperer. I just already think Russ play was declining before he even signed the big deal in Seattle. So Sean Payton got a work cut out for him.
We said the same thing about McNabb. Like, how could you let Donovan leave Philadelphia? These coaches see these guys every day.
They're with them every day,
every practice, every game, and they can tell. Oh, he ain't putting that thing on that ball like he used to. He can't read. He ain't reading that defense like he used to. So Russ might come back and have a great year, but kind of like Green Bay, how you let Aaron Rodgers go? They said, you know what, I'm at 38. Yeah. I can't coach the way I want to coach. I'm a young coach. I want guys I can try. And by the way, y'all try to crucify Jordan Love, but that's just a whole nother thing. But I just think once coaches see that stuff, I'm waiting to see. He may give him 3 years. But I'm wondering is in this league today, is Sean Payton, Sierra, she got the baby coming. I wonder if Sean Payton has the patience to work with Russell. Because it's in this league, man, they'll cut you quick. So coaching job, they'll be gone in a minute. You be back doing CBS TV.
And especially when you see, this is the thing with all these coaches and everything. Sean Payton, after you can be like, no, listen, I inherited Russ. Yeah. He's not my guy. That's like, let me go get my guy. he might not fit Sean Payton criteria, whatever Sean Payton criteria is. Yeah. So I'm very intrigued by this, Glade. I'm very intrigued.
If they go 6-11, you better believe Sean Payton gonna get in front of that microphone. You already see what he's doing now with the mic. Oh, that ain't my QB. I didn't get a chance. I'm gonna go find my guy. I want to get a guy.
Throw him under the bus quick.
I inherited, like you said, I inherited this guy. So yeah, man, we will check it out. What you got for us, man?
So we're gonna stay with quarterback one more time. I had a problem this week.
Okay.
I had a distinct problem this week with mainstream media, the overreaction on Trey Lance. Trey Lance has kind of become the poster boy to get beat up about, his play at quarterback. And I put it out there the other day, and I'm trying to just figure out why the boy wonder, Kyle Shanahan, why he not getting flack. Because if we recall, Trey Lance was a project. Trey Lance senior year, he played one game, and it was like a showcase game. You guys gave up the farm to draft Trey Lance, and Kyle. Listen, no matter what y'all think, Kyle Shanahan run that show. John Lynch just has the title. Every move that's made has to be approved by Kyle Shanahan. We keep telling they keep telling us he's just genius. Yeah. Why he not getting beat up for drafting Trey Lance? He the one passed up on Justin Fields and all these other guys. Why Kyle Shanahan not getting beat up? Why is it all on Trey Lance, who is a project who hadn't played nowhere near the football that a lot of these other guys have played? Yet the Dan Orlovskis and all these other clowns on TV who all y'all listen to, a lot of y'all fault because y'all watch these shows. Cut that crap off. Talk to me.
They were told in San Francisco, this is the missing component for us to win a championship. We got the quarterback in-house. We got the team ready to go. Trey will take us there.
Trey area.
But then he played. And they like, oh crap, maybe he ain't gonna take us there. They bragged on Trey. They got rid of all the other quarterbacks. This was the guy. You already got this top-notch defense. They said, no, this was the guy. They go after the quarterback first because when you say your pecking order, what's the number one position?
Oh, yeah, quarterback.
But in firing mode, quarterback may be there, but they looking at old boy again too, Shanahan. They looking at him. This is the guru who took with the Falcons guy that went to the Super Bowl. He took the 49ers Super Bowl.
He didn't win. He didn't win.
But he's the guy that brought this resurrection of San Francisco. So they just thinking he's the guy. He know what he's doing, man. So he the guy. We're gonna trust him.
Do he know what he's doing? I can't tell he know what he's doing. He ain't won that. What has he won?
We'll see what he do if Trey. I'm like this with Trey. I'm like, that's the first preseason. It does nothing for me. I want to see when it's game one on the field. You got to go 4 quarters and see what he do, man. That's what I'm ready to do, man. There's too much jumping the gun, but the reason why they put this guy as the Messiah, would you say Trey area?
Trey area. But Glade, he hadn't played no football. Yeah. He's played like 4 NFL games.
But make sure we're in the era also where everybody who got a social media account on TikTok,
you're right.
Down every play that a kid plays.
You're right.
So every kid that went to school who got a TikTok who know how to edit a video. If you go to TikTok right now, you'll see 15 cats that break down football film like they the coaches of a team.
You're right. But they be so wrong though. Because I be like, okay, yeah.
But that's the thing. So it ain't about people who put in the work to study the guy and say, all right, that's one game. And now it's ESPN driven. So ESPN just driving off what social media driving off. Let's just be real about it.
No,
what makes you hot?
With Dan Orlovsky?
Yeah, guy who was second string.
I'm a better quarterback than Dan Orlovsky. I ain't played quarterback since the 8th grade.
Yeah.
Orlovsky, I'm better than him.
When his best film was when he ran out the back of the end zone and got a safety because he was trying to throw the ball. We ain't forgot that, Dan.
They've made this guy like a star, and he be out here taking shots at people. No, you were terrible.
The only way these cats stay on these jobs at ESPN and like that is you got to dog fellow athletes. So they're gonna jump on whoever they can jump on, the hot guy. And if he make one mistake in a preseason game in game one, guess what? That's gonna be me breaking down.
That's what preseason for, to make mistakes. That's why you play him.
If I want him to make a mistake, I want him to screw up the first 3 preseason games and
get it all out the system.
Stank it up the first 3 I'm just gonna sit there like, get it out, bro. Cause by game one, I need you hitting that play. I want you to be filmed. That if you gonna screw up in the pre-season. It's called pre, not season.
Right.
Pre.
But Glade, this is the reality, and I saw Red say, "Well, he winning." I mean, he winning game, but he not. They brought him there to win Super Bowls, and he hadn't delivered that, and he probably not gonna deliver that. But this the thing about kind of gets bailed out a little bit with Purdy.
Red, you're right. See, that with Dan Orlovsky. He was the king of the preseason. Now, Dan put up some numbers.
You kind of get bailed out with Purdy, but we still don't know what Purdy is, because in the NFL, any scout, any GM, anybody will tell you this who covers the league. It takes 25 games. Yeah. Then we have to find out when the league adjusts to you, then what kind of quarterback you are. Yeah. Everybody can be a one-hit wonder. Everybody. But now that we got all these weeks of film, now I notice this. I see this. I see that. Now I can adjust to what you do. So for everybody who had like Purdy, this MVP type guy, we'll see. I mean, Purdy played damn near 12 years of college football. Like, y'all stop.
The thing about Purdy as well, though, you had a good defense to support you. And when you got a defense that can get you out of stuff, you can make a few gambles that you wouldn't be able to make on a regular team.
I mean, they treat him like he's Joe Montana or something.
Yeah. He had a good little, people weren't ready for Purdy. They weren't getting enough film on him, but let him roll out there now. When he played them Rams and all those teams, they got a little film on him now. They know what he do. And he coming off an injury.
Okay. The cut.
We ready for you. Make sure I'm going to keep it. I'm going to change it up right now, man, because I saw somebody put New York, and I know he a Mets fan, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to talk about that other New York team that just happened to fly to Atlanta.
Man, we run New York.
Got swept. We beat up on the Mets, too. But, hey, so, talk to me, sir. Can I ask you a few questions, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do the Yankees still have the highest payroll in baseball?
They do.
Okay. So
they do.
Why do they? So money don't win championship. It don't even get you in first place these days, Maceo.
It doesn't.
Tell me, I'm proud of what the Braves were doing, but how can all this money be floating in New York and they getting destroyed? Because
they spent $600 million on 2 guys who can't stay in the lineup. Aaron Judge he's in and out. We know it. Old Stanton. We know how he do. And they spent so much money on pitching that's not even pitching.
Right.
And when they do pitch, they getting blasted. So when and it was just so fun to just see.
It was great to see it.
Yeah. It's all these New Yorkers and everybody with their true blue Yankee on.
They was out there.
In the Jeter jerseys.
They were deep.
And the butter Tims, yo B, the butter.
We know y'all took vacation days.
Man, we slapped y'all. Y'all
took PTO days for this game. Y'all took PTO days. Thought y'all gonna come in. Y'all got tore up.
Take y'all ass back to the Bronx.
Hey, shout out though, y'all did give my daughter a lot of money for working at the ring, but y'all got tore up coming to the ATL.
Hey man, we run New York, man. We run New York.
he got tore up. Hey, they came out here. I saw friends. They won't talk to me no more. Y'all took day off PTO day. You had the whole family going. Y'all took time off. You drove. You parked early. You went battery shopping. We appreciate all y'all fun this week. Yeah. Thank you for from Cobb County. We appreciate all y'all fun.
Y'all go 3 runs in 3 days.
$100 billion.
Yeah. Y'all got $900 million payroll. Y'all go 3 runs in 3 days.
Y'all got y'all butt whooped by y'all came into that. That was the big L. Y'all came. I was like, I don't know why these people.
Y'all need to call Ticketmaster and be like, hey, somebody use my card, man. I need a refund.
Y'all, boy, y'all was taking out vacation day. Y'all want no vacation day, man.
Get out of here, New York.
Y'all came and got swept. All that money. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, maybe they cut budget last year and they don't have the same amount. No, they got a big payroll.
They payroll down. You go down a payroll, you just be like, dude, if I'm the owner's GM, man, I'm like, hey, man, ain't nobody getting no check around here. Nobody. These next 10 games, we need to go 7-3. No, they in last place. The Yankees.
They in last place, Maceo. Are you kidding me? That's how your accountant look at you and be like, how do we spend this much money? We couldn't have spent money on a whole farm system for last place. They spending all that money. They talking about spending more to get players like spending more money.
They say they gonna get in the Shohei sweep. They gonna get in the Shohei sweep.
So y'all spending more money to be in last place.
Shohei gonna be like going. I might well stay in LA, man. We in the last place.
Last place on the West Coast, last place on the East Coast. And you right, Horace. The Mets got a high payroll too. I think they in last place too. Y'all got so much money being flown in baseball up there in New York. It just be spending money. Hey, we got plenty of money. That's what y'all saying up there.
I called my cousins up there. They didn't want to answer the phone. So I just started sending texts. Then I was sending pictures of Derek Jeter. I screenshot Derek Jeter photo, A-Rod, Mariano Rivera. I say, yeah, y'all miss these days, don't you? You know they petty. They gonna bring up, you just make we beat y'all. Boy, it's so funny. When last time y'all won a World Series? Tell me that. Riddle me that.
Oh Lord, boy! I saw them, boy. They were so deep at the battery this week, boy. They just knew they were coming to watch the baseball.
Hey man,
y'all scored 3 runs.
I saw so many Yankee hats back, dog. I was laughing, my boy. I was like, hey, y'all gonna see Beyonce Cahoville? Oh, y'all gonna see the Yankees?
Y'all about to sing New York State of Mind. Y'all singing Frankie. Boy, man. I just had to get that out, man.
I had my shuffle on. If like Nas or any New York rapper came on, I was hitting skip. Like, I don't hear that because we run New York, but we run New York.
Well, all right. Okay, Mister. I'm good now. I didn't get that.
Okay.
Let's go 3 runs, man. Let's go 3 runs.
Let's go 3 runs. They got $900 million payroll. Let's go 3 runs.
You paid all that money.
Yo, B. Yo, son.
2 shutouts. 2 shutouts.
What's the science, son? Yo, B. Yo, God.
I'm sorry. 2 shutouts and 3 runs. That boy, y'all thought y'all were doing something too, boy. Boy, y'all came in here took a L, boy. Welcome. Now, hope 285 were good to you when we went back to the airport to get on that private.
Yeah, man. Y'all hurry up and get back to your boroughs or wherever y'all. Yeah. Get back to the Bronx. Get back to the boogie down.
Yeah, man. What you got for us, man?
So, Glade, we're gonna switch gears one more time. Again, another problem I got with mainstream media. So, on the conference call earlier this week, because the college football is upon us. So, my question for you, with UGA being back-to-back champions, and now all of the talking heads, I guess they're ready to poo-poo on Georgia. So now we're hearing about the schedule, and now Michigan has become the darlings. Do these guys just have an agenda? Because if you look at Michigan first 4 games, they pie too. Matter of fact, let me give you Michigan first 4 games, Glade.
Talk to me.
They opened up with East Carolina.
Right.
Then they play UNLV.
Okay.
Then they play Bowling Green.
Okay. Strong schedule.
And then they play Rutgers. Out. The first 4 games are all in Ann Arbor. So
100,000.
So what's the difference between Michigan week schedule and Georgia week schedule that y'all poo-pooing on Georgia, but y'all everybody trying to pick Michigan as a national champion. What am I missing, Emmanuel Glade? What am I missing?
They trying to say, Maceo, which they don't have a real good argument. The Big Ten has tougher opponents than the SEC East.
Okay.
Which we will all agree on because Florida, Tennessee, everybody they ain't really good teams. We don't know what Florida got. We already saw Tennessee. They got some talk in there. So, and they playing Ole Miss too. Everybody don't know what Ole Miss. So that's what they're trying to say, that even though they got a easy 4 run at the top, Maceo,
okay,
that the Big Ten has tougher because they still got Ohio State on there. That's always the game they go to.
Okay. They done beat Ohio State last 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, they might have Penn State and all that. That's what they're trying to say. But let me just tell you like this. Gangstar told me this a long time ago. My guy, shout out to Guru. Rest in peace, my brother. Is that lonely at the top with whatever you do. And Georgia is at the top. And what's my favorite man on the wire was one of the most famous saying that they always say: if you come at the king, you bet not miss. Everybody trying to dog Georgia. They're trying to get into it. Ever since the whole stuff went on with the tragedy that happened last spring, all that stuff, they've been trying to come at Georgia. They don't want him to be there. The khaki pants, all that. They are trying to get Michigan that title because it's a sexy story of seeing the big house. They really want somebody else to win it besides the SEC again. They are tired of the SEC. They're tired of the South between Clemson, Alabama, and Georgia winning, LSU. With all that going on, Maceo, so they're trying to just find a way to get in Georgia's head. But Kirby got a machine. Kirby has a machine. And you know what? All y'all, they got a playoff format. If Michigan really that good, we'll see you in January or late December into January. That's all we got to say. But that's what they trying to do, man. They trying to show hate at Georgia because Georgia won back-to-back. Nobody like to see that. They don't want to win a 3-peat because that'll blow up. That'll blow up everything. That'll blow up the whole, oh, my God, Georgia won 3 straight. How dare, they'll blow it up. It'll mess up the money because Georgia will get more recruits than everybody ever next year. And everybody see Georgia is deep. Because if you're going to get them this, you better get them this year. Because they got a lot of young boys that's going to be good over the next few years. From quarterback, running back, linemen, receivers. Georgia is stacked on stack. Kirby did the first thing that we've always told every guy who coaches in a high Georgia football or basketball role. Lock the gates. He went and recruited the state of Georgia better than anybody. Yeah, 1 or 2 get through. But for the most part, if you a 5-star in Georgia, you come into Georgia. He does better than anybody of locking the gates in Georgia. And people are tired of that. They don't want to see that no more, Maceo. So they want to blow it up. They want to see them lose. They mad about everything. So, hey, you can be mad if it's 3 years straight. Y'all gonna be mad. But go ahead, Maceo.
Glade, some of the takes from some of these, from the national writers. I'm sitting on this call. I went and got a Q-tip. I started cleaning out my ear because I'm like, I know I'm not hearing this right. I mean, it's like, dude, Georgia schedule. So what I took from it is they're setting up all the reasons why they're gonna not vote Georgia.
But that too.
So they're gonna harp on that school. But I'm like, dude, is anybody? I interrupt. I say, hey, has anybody looked at Michigan schedule? What's different? And it was crazy because they were loving up Michigan. Right, Michigan couldn't beat TCU, which Georgia put 65 on them in the national championship game. 65. They couldn't beat TCU. I don't want to hear who they didn't have. They couldn't beat TCU. Right. Okay, now you're propping up LSU. Right. Mistake me if I'm wrong. Georgia put 50 plus on LSU in the SEC championship game. Matter of fact, they were walking around with the quarterback and I mean, one arm, like that's forever a meme.
Yeah, he had him in his arm like a baby.
Like with one arm. Like, so I'm just like, and I know everybody is gonna circle the Tennessee game because Georgia has to go to Tennessee. I mean, do you really think Tennessee gonna beat Georgia? I mean, we'll see. I mean, we got to play the games. A lot of stuff happened, but just Glade, I was just blown away by all of these theories. I'm like, What wasn't the purpose to get rid of the evil empire over Alabama?
Yeah.
Now Georgia already evil empire. They only 2 natties in.
What'd you say, May Show? They wasn't saying this stuff in 2019 when Georgia was making this schedule. That schedule was made 4 years ago, brother. They make these schedules 4 years, 5 years in advance, May Show. So when they put this schedule together, you knew they were playing these teams. You didn't have because Georgia wasn't winning. They were losing late games. You were like, oh, we don't care about Georgia. They can put Bowling Green. They can put any school they want. We don't care. Now, oh, wait a minute. They got a weak schedule.
And is it Georgia's fault that Florida not good? That Tennessee ain't good? Auburn not. I mean, is that Georgia's fault?
Yeah.
They got the same resources that Georgia got. Yeah. And in some instances, they got more.
Yeah.
I know for a fact Auburn got more millionaires in their collective than anybody in America.
Yep. It's lonely at the top, Maceo. It's lonely at the top. And everybody remember when Michigan. I'm glad Red brought up USC. Remember when USC was running rep shop and everybody was mad because and you know what they kept saying? They ain't playing nobody out there in the Pac-12, Pac-10 back then. They got the weak. Nobody playing the Pac-10. They ain't got no schedule. And when they were beating teams, they were like, oh, wait a minute. So it happens. When you at the top of your game, like Miami, when Miami was at the top, or they ACC, they ain't playing nobody in the ACC but Florida State every year. That's it. They ain't playing nobody. It happens.
It's crazy, dog.
It happens.
Absolutely crazy.
Make sure I can't let you go without section this, man. I know we just did baseball. Let's keep it going. Give me your top 5, man. Give me your top 5 right now.
Glaze. So I hate and I'm glad you asked me this because I wrote this down. I got to pull this note up just for you because I knew you was gonna go here and what I want to do first and foremost, and I meant to send this to you. I'm not even gonna put the Braves in it.
Okay,
because we know the Braves are the
take Braves out.
Best team in baseball.
So we'll say the top 5 excluding the Braves. Okay, we'll go ahead. Wait,
right. So what I want everybody to understand. Yes, the Braves, we got some issues. We got to fix our pitching and all this stuff. Right. But what's so crazy about our squad, and I was thinking about this the other day. When you look at 1 through 12,
right,
on our team, it's just so crazy because you just like, if Michael Harris II was on any other team, he would be batting leadoff, second, third. Yeah. Some instances he would be, he might be a cleanup hitter. So when you just look at our murderous row of a lineup, we got the best record of baseball. Of course, we got the best record in the league. All this good stuff right there. So I say I'm just take us out the mix.
Braves top team right now.
A team I've enjoyed watching, and TBS is doing a good job of putting them on TV, even though I do got the package. The Baltimore Orioles. I like this Baltimore Orioles team. They're fun hitting the ball. Their pitching is coming together very nice. The Baltimore Orioles, on top of when they wear the Eddie Murray throwback hat with the black with the white bib in the middle, they dangerous like the Baltimore Orioles. Now, let me tell you about these Texas Rangers. These Texas Rangers are going to be very sneaky over there in the AL playoffs because they got everything you want. They play small ball. They don't wait on it. This team, when they hit the baseball glaze, the baseball got eyes for some reason. They hit more doubles in the gap than anybody I ever seen in my life. I'm like, no,
crazy.
How does that ball just always find a way in left center field?
Right.
And they just run for days. I like them. I like the Rangers. Now, let me be careful with this because I know what y'all gonna say. Yes, the Dodgers are playing good baseball. They've caught fire. I think Freddie, y'all been looking at they call this Matt Lana now.
Yeah. Freddie ain't too happy about that. Freddie ain't too happy about that.
Freddie. It's some people who still stay in Freddie's house up there in so they probably call it Freddie today. Hey man, they call it Matt Lana. So all of a sudden, Freddie decided to go on to tell himself. And he's quietly put these Dodgers in position. The Dodgers gonna be tough, dog. The Dodgers gonna be tough. And the team, y'all know I always love. I am just a Tampa Bay Rays fan. It's just something about the Rays. Every time you look up, they're competitive. They're gonna be in the mix. I used to always love them. They slapped the Yankees. Even when Jeter was there, Jeter would tell you, dog, if something about Tampa, we couldn't do nothing with them. We couldn't.
Willis to the banner. What's up, Kendrick? Big Will.
Teammate. That was our his freshman year. Y'all, he stayed next door to me. So yeah. I probably was a bad influence on Kendrick. And he even told me that one time. Matter of fact, I'm the reason that Kendrick got his first tattoo. Running around with me. Running around. His mama probably cussed him out. Mama probably cussed him out.
Bad influence.
So yeah, man, that's my outside of the Atlanta Braves. Those are my top teams in baseball.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, look, I'm looking at Freddie supposed to look at our show, May show. He was pissed off. He said, how dare y'all talk about Olsen like he the new guy?
Y'all call him Matt Atlanta.
It's Matt Atlanta. We ain't missing Freddie. Freddie said, okay, you about to get these numbers again. You about to get these numbers.
Freddie started playing that Boys and Men song, Doing Just Fine.
Yeah, I'm doing good out here on the West Coast. I'm about to be an MVP candidate too. Don't forget about your boy. Don't forget about your boy.
The MVP thing wrapped up, Freddie. You gone with that, Freddie. You gonna probably finish behind Matt Atlanta, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. That
was right, so what you got for us, man? What you got?
Emmanuel Glaze. Let's go NBA. Okay. Because we cover the NBA. We're subject to the shenanigans of the association. So the NBA, they gave us out their open night schedule. Surprise, surprise. The Nuggets and Lakers are going to tip off the 23-24 season, followed by the Suns and the Warriors. Are we surprised, Emmanuel Glaze, that we're going to get year 21 LeBron James going against the upstart? It's going to be ring night. They're going
to try to get all the photos and all that stuff. They want to get LeBron's reaction. They want to get it all.
And they're gonna be a storyline. Oh, yo, God.
This is a show, Maceo. They got the show, Maceo. And that Golden State Phoenix game right after that is another show. Chris Paul, he playing against
back.
All these players, man.
NBA. Y'all ain't slick NBA.
Going back to Phoenix.
Yeah, y'all want us to believe that it just fell that way.
Oh, they just happened to be there. We just happened to we did the schedule, we put it in a bowl, and we just picked the games, and it just happened to be Golden State Phoenix. We don't know how that stuff happened, man.
We don't even know how that happened. What are the odds?
We were just picking
it. What are the odds?
We put it in the computer, and it came out with those two teams. So how did we know that Chris Paul going to Golden State and then come back to play Phoenix would be our first game, the second game of the year? It's going to be, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be pretty cool to see, Lebanon at 21 years, see what he can do. And I am intrigued with Golden State. I'm not going to lie. I'm intrigued with Phoenix. I'm intrigued. But I still think the best basketball team out there is still the Denver Nuggets. Yep. That is a freaking team.
They are.
It is a team.
They are, my boy.
Jokic, Murray, they got pieces. They play their roles. They understand their game. I still think they're the best team. Milwaukee is another one as you look, but I'm looking at teams. You can put all these beautiful parts to a car. That don't make the car gonna look good. You can't put a BMW medallion on a Mercedes-Benz hood. That don't make it look good. Right. If it ain't the same running one system car, that don't mean it's gonna be a good car. You can put you can't put a black hood on a blue car thinking that, but the hood look good though, right? No, it don't. It don't look good when they ain't together like that. It don't look good. You gotta work. If it ain't working together, it ain't gonna do nothing, man. It ain't gonna do nothing.
I just want the NBA to do us a favor. Just please do us a favor. Please do us a favor. Let's not get so much New York Knicks, Brooklyn Nets. Let's slow down on the Lakers. We don't have to see the Lakers every night. Let's see some more teams like it blows my mind that you go to TNT and it be the like. Why are we watching the Knicks?
I agree.
Why are we watching the Knicks?
Because I'm sitting there like, and by the way, Atlanta plays their first home game against the New York Knicks. So we definitely got to check that one out. Can't wait to see that. Ooh, that's going to be on TNT. You already know, because everybody hate Trae Young in New York. So that's going to be on TNT. You already know that's going to be on TNT.
Yeah,
it's going to be on next work.
It's going to be on TNT. I agree, Raphael, Murray, and Joker, they are probably the best duo in
the best.
Right?
They understand. They get it with each other. They know it. They play well. They've been together 5 years. They get it. Make sure, let me just do this, and then we got a few more minutes before the show. I got to do this because it's going to take the whole 10 minutes. I blame you, sir. First of all, no, let's do it as this. I blame you. Again, I've been blaming you all show. I'm going to blame you tonight. You posted about winning time. Best damn show on TV. You said that. I was like, whatever, man. I started at 5 o'clock, didn't finish till 2 a.m., sir. I'm hooked. It is a big deal. I'm surprised Trae didn't make that team, but
that politics. That was definitely politics why Trae didn't make that team.
We might have to get into that a little bit more, but yeah. I'm
gonna call him a dog.
Trae should have been on that team.
I'm gonna call my dog up there at old Emory Healthcare and get some dirt on that.
Yeah,
Glade, winning time is so good. So Glade, I was late to winning time. So
boy, make sure.
So I got on winning time because every Monday when we got the boot camp, when we got to the gym, everybody talking about winning time. I'm like, what the hell is winning time? They're like, how you not watching winning time? I'm like, what is winning time? I didn't even know what it was.
Shout out to Horace, man. I saw his show yesterday. They were talking about it. I said, we're going to talk about it too. Because this show, he'll make sure.
Bruh.
It's got me. Got me.
So I'm saying, as I start watching it, of course I would laugh, but then I would cringe because I'm like, Magic Johnson ain't sued these folks yet.
Like, hey, we won't say any names, make sure we heard some of these stories, dog.
Right, like again, I know Magic was a wild boy, but they are overemphasizing that Magic was a wild.
Dude playing Magic so good. I'm like with you, Raphael. I'm like, that dude playing Magic. He must have took all the soul Magic, boy.
Now he got Magic mannerisms,
everything, the smiling and everything. Bro. Let me say, dude looked like Kareem for real when he was in Airplane, The End of the Dragon back in the day, or Game of Death when he was Bruce Willis. That dude looking just like Kareem. They said I just do like that. Hey, whoever the casting of this show,
hey man,
dude, Jerry Buss doing a great job. I mean, everything about this show, bro.
Glade, this show's so wild,
boy.
As I watch, I always think about, and I know you remember this night. We was off air. Me, you, and Michael Cooper sitting in the studio. And we were just like, just tell her one story.
Just tell her one story, Cooper.
Just tell her one story. And the story Michael Cooper told us, I remember packing my bag. I'm walking out. Like, I don't even want to hear no more.
And that got me too, because Cooper been, we did Cooper. I'm like, Cooper was telling us about this, but he was like, he tell us all that.
He tell us all that. But he was leading that way, and I think he kind of held up a little bit because, of course, we had a female producer and we had a female intern, so I think he was being respectful. But what's so crazy about this, and like I say, just the Magic piece alone, man, make it worth his weight. And like I say, dog, somebody got to be calling Magic like, dog. Dog, you got to watch this show, Magic. I just need to know, was it like that? And clearly it was, because we've seen the pictures. Magic on the beach, he got 8 bras, and then the other picture somebody posted on, so this got to be the day it happened. And like,
I gotta say this part that got me, and I said, you know what? If this really happened, Magic was a wild boy for real. He, with the Cookie character, she came to visit him at the hotel. Y'all got to watch this part. He was hanging with Cookie while Cookie's best friend was coming out the bathroom, man. I'm like, oh, Magic. Magic's on a whole nother level. Went to the park, told Cookie's boyfriend, "You know I got her right." Just punked the little dude on the basketball court. Man, I said this dude. That's why. Wow. Hey, but let me just tell you, man. Can I do this real quick, Michelle?
Go ahead, brother.
I'm so inspired by this show. I want this to be a franchise. I'm gonna give you 4 more shows that I want to see with the Winning Time franchise. Let me start my first show. I want it to be Winning Time 2, the Shaq Kobe area. I want to see that show. I want to see Shaq Kobe. I want to see the behind the scene when they get to fighting, when they get to cussing each other out. Winning Time 2. Then I got Winning Time 3, Maceo, the real Last Dance. We heard what Michael Jordan said. I want to see what other people say about Michael and Dennis Rodman and Horace Grant. I want to see the real Last Dance. I want to see the Michael Jordan.
You want to see the Michael Jordan documentary? That's what it was. The Michael Jordan documentary. That's what that was.
And then my last one, I want to see the Heatles. I want to see when Chris Bosh start crying in the lobby. I want to see when they lose to Dallas, when Dwayne Wade. I want to see when LeBron take his shirt off when he was in Boston after he lost. I want to see it all. I want drama. I want to see when Tim Duncan beat him in the 4th, told him we're going to beat them this series. I want to see it all. I need a franchise. But I have to agree with Red. NBA ain't going to let this thing go on too long, man. They can't let that thing go on too long.
Bro, remember, I can't remember the name of it. Playmakers. Remember HBO did that show?
Yeah, Playmakers. That's what I thought.
On HBO about the NFL and the NFL came out with a heavy hand so fast. Now you can't even find that on DVD no more.
They said if you show one more episode, you taking all our business.
Hey, the NFL on all the and that's what's crazy, Clay, because I'm sitting there like, bro, like it just got to be an injunction. Like if I'm Magic, I'm Cookie. I'm like, bro. Even if I'm not. Hey, and by the way, y'all, I am about to go order me a Norm Nixon. Norm Nixon is my kind of petty. I like Norm Nixon.
Ballers. I think that was Ballers. No, that's a different Ballers.
No, Ballers is
still going.
Ballers
show back in the day.
It was so called Playmakers.
Omar Gooden was the running back. That's why.
Him and Big Meat's daddy from BMF. He was in it too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he was in it too.
So back in the day, there was a show that was so strong on the NFL that the NFL.
Yeah, they doing dope at halftime.
Yeah. They were making it look bad, boy.
And that was who before Roger Goodell, the
Tagliabue.
Yeah, Tagliabue don't say
like, no sir.
They call HBO like HBO. Yeah, it was Playmaker. I got the DVD. I got the DVD. Like I actually got the DVD set.
You had to get it quick because that thing was.
But you can't find it nowhere.
It ain't on YouTube. You know, it's they don't play that, boy.
The NFL slapped that thing down. And like I say, watching Winning Time, like I say, I'm just sitting here. I'd be like, hey man, Magic was getting it in. We all think, once upon a time, whatever, that we was getting it in. No, you won. No, you.
Y'all, I learned my game was whack.
You weren't getting it in.
My game ain't these guys. What they do,
Raphael. That was so crazy. I'm sitting here. They talking this stuff. Dog, I had to go to Google and like
everything I did. I Googled everything.
Listen.
I said it couldn't be real.
I'm ordering me a Norm Nixon jersey. I'm telling y'all, when y'all see me rocking this Norm Nixon, y'all know why I'm rocking it. Because Norm Nixon, my kind of petty, dog. He my kind of petty.
I thought they were lying about the coach falling off the bike. I looked up. He really fell off
the
bike.
Yeah, no.
Paul Westfall, they get in. He about to get fired. You know he about to get fired. The Pat Riley set up. I'm looking at this thing right.
You can see it all come together.
You see it coming together.
I'm sitting there like, oh,
that's why he got fired. Oh,
that's why he got fired. And you see Pat Riley slick. He showed closing up the Magic. Magic ain't going nowhere.
Like that's the guy I jumped with, Magic Johnson. I'm gonna do some one-on-one training with him by himself. Make him my friend because everybody didn't get with Pat when Magic walked in and say, "Man, I'm cool with Mr. Bust, Dr. Bust. Y'all want me to talk to him?" They should have been on that thing, man. He said, y'all want me to talk to him? And I knew the old buddy at the beginning of the year who was talking about Rook this, Rook that. I say, boy, they about to kick you out the team. He was gone before the season started, but they cut him so quick.
Bye.
Cooper. And you know that Jerry Buss buy the team. I'm like, dang it, Jerry gonna get enough money to buy the team.
Hey, man.
But,
hey, man.
And
line of credit, baby. Jerry out here talking about lines of credit, baby. You better get y'all line of credit up.
I didn't know how much money Jack Kent Cooke had.
Loaded.
Jack, he owned it. He owned the Redskins for a minute. He owned the Lakers. And the only reason he had to sell the Lakers was because he got caught up. He was getting that divorce. That divorce settlement was coming down strong. I didn't know how much money Jack Kent Cooke had. Woo, boy. This the best. Make sure I was sitting like this the whole I didn't move my seat. I barely pissed, man. I was sitting there like this, make sure.
Bro.
I didn't. And you can watch it now on Max and just go to the next episode. I'm so mad. I wish season 2 would just hurry the hell up and they give me all of season 2.
Bro, right. I was sitting there when I sprinted through season 1, dude. Glade. I'm just sitting there like so I didn't even know season 2 was out. And I just saw somebody post, they were like, oh, Magic back on that BS winning time. I say, boy, what?
He back on that BS. Magic. Oh, I know Magic probably like, man. You know right, Magic didn't say
this is the best show on TV right now.
You know Magic didn't say it was inaccurate. He just said I don't watch it.
He said I don't watch it. And I don't blame him.
He said I don't watch it.
Because it's open now, it's snatching off. But you know, you got that band-aid that's tear that thing off. Hey man.
And for all those who didn't see it, what got me hooked was the very first piece of the show. When Magic is getting in the car after he about to announce he about to retire because of the age, and dude in the car just crying, I'm like, all right, y'all really about to get into it. Oh, we doing it like this to start the show? Bro. I was hooked from that point on. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for all y'all who told us about winning time. It has a fan. I want a whole franchise. I want all of them.
And if the NBA don't shut this thing down, I like your list. I definitely want to see winning time Shaq and Kobe. I don't know who they're gonna get to play Shaq. You can't find. I don't know what mammoth human being you can
do. If you can find Michael Orr, you can find a Shaq. You got to find a big dude though. Larry Bird, boy, he talks so much trash too, boy. But they talk and look, people can say, well, Larry don't look like he. I've heard way too many players say that's how Larry Bird talked to you,
bro. Larry Bird, bro. Listen, I can tell y'all from facts. When my mom and dad had, they always had season tickets at the Omni, and my dad's seats were always behind the visitor team bench. Larry Bird, dog. It was like probably the first 2 times I went, my dad was like, dude, you cannot go to the Celtics game. Larry Bird mouth is terrible. You shouldn't be hearing the stuff Larry Bird. Man, Larry Bird was a dog, man.
Boy, that's
a dog.
Man. Hey, shout out to everybody. Y'all took a chance. Look, sometimes you just gotta take it. When you need good TV, and I'm glad, I'm hooked, man. I'm hooked. I'm probably watching season 1 again, man.
And this is I'll get some stuff. This is momentous, y'all, because Emmanuel Glaze is notorious for. I'm gonna watch it. He got a list so long of stuff he need to go watch, but I'm glad he took the time to go watch this. I'm glad he took time to go watch this.
I heard too many people talking about it. I'm like, and honestly, when I heard Jerry West say, "I don't talk like that," I heard Jerry West that Jerry West character is so funny to me, boy.
Dude is out of control. Like, and you just like, but when like if you ever like gone and listen to interviews with Jerry. Like he do a lot with Dan Patrick. Like you can tell that he very intense and he feels some kind of way. That's why every chance he get, he want to stick it to the Lakers.
Yeah.
He really want to stick it to the Lakers because he like, no, I'm the logo. Yeah. That's how y'all treat me.
Well, he remember he threw his trophy out the door, his MVP. He threw it out the window. He was so bad. Hey, man, and that's the thing, and she did. That's what was so good about it. Sally Richardson directed this stuff. That's why I was like, oh, they got a good one, man. That's one of my favorites as far as acting and beauty, but she directed this joint, dog.
Man, why she didn't get a husband no job? She should have put a husband in here somewhere.
What are you gonna play, man? He done messed the whole Florida show up, man. That brother.
No, let him be a reporter. Let him do, man. Put that pretty joker to work. He can't just be pretty all day spending your money salad.
He probably show up this season. He probably wanted to be. He thought about he wanted to be. Probably thought I want to be Michael Thompson. She like, you're 5'9". You can't play Michael Thompson. You 5'9". You too short. You can't play Michael Thompson. You can't do that. You can't do that. But yeah, man, a great show, man. I'm glad I tuned into it, and we glad y'all tuned into the Crush, man.
Yeah, man.
Dondre probably said, I want a job too, baby.
Last time I seen him was on Real Husbands of Hollywood. He wasn't good on that either.
You couldn't even act a show about talking about yourself. Why are we gonna put you on
this
show?
You couldn't play yourself.
You can't even play yourself, Dondre. Why are you gonna play? These guys are acting their tail off. The Kareem guy got me hooked. The Kareem guy got me hooked.
He's so intense, man. He showed he playing the hell out Kareem. He playing the hell out Kareem. I love this show, man. Y'all finna make me go back and watch the first 2 episodes again.
Hey, what y'all think? Kareem all the black stuff, and then he got a white wife. Y'all didn't notice that, did you? But anyway, man,
yeah, Luau Sindor.
I was like,
Assalamu alaikum. Boy, I
said, that ain't real wife? Or they just do this to... Then he cussed the little boy out on airplane. The boy just wanted a picture with you, Kareem.
Cap, that's what I call him. I'd be like, Cap. Cap. Man, gotta run that back, Cap.
Cap. One of the best. Hey, man, this show don't get some, man. I'm arguing with everybody. HBO putting their thing out. They put it. They like, yo, we gonna direct.
Shout out to HBO. Shout out to HBO, man. They keep
Magic probably walking through and people looking at Magic like this.
Sideways.
Just looking at him like, dang, boy, he had him, boy. Every city, every country, wherever Magic went,
but
he went in.
That was inspiration for Ludacris song.
Magic was that dude. Magic, man.
Got pros.
Oh, by the way, last thing. I know you saw this scene. I heard the story, but to see it actually working, he was supposed to be the first Air. That still got me. He's supposed to be Air Magic.
Yeah.
He said, I'm gonna stick with Converse.
I'm gonna stick with Converse.
$5.2 billion would have been worth his stock options today.
Yeah.
Shout out to he's talking about EJ, but
they probably not gonna put EJ in. They probably not gonna put EJ in this time, man. Dog, I did not realize EJ was that tall, dog.
He's 6'5". Yeah.
Dog, why I didn't know that? I mean, I should know that, but why didn't I know that?
When he stand beside Magic, he right there on him. I'm like,
and y'all know I'm out here Googling how many kids Magic got.
Yeah. They said 2 and I'm like, Magic, boy, he was like, because they showed his early son, the oldest one, he's 41 now. Good Lord,
right.
Magic had him at 20.
Right.
That's how older boy is.
Yeah.
He looked just like Magic. He just short. He didn't get the height.
Magic dad told Buddy from BML, get off my voice. You coming out that slick stuff. Man, you fine, man. You trying to get Magic to buy this baby off, man. We gonna take care of this child, man. We don't need you, man.
Magic was like, the daddy was like, man, I don't want your money, man. Take care, be a daddy. Magic Johnson. Magic got all the business, man. Oh boy.
Thank God, man. Thank God you're super rich now, man. See when you do enough good, that kind of overshadow that stuff right there. Everybody always do good deeds.
Andre Johnson, that's his name. That's the first son name. Yeah, man. That show got me, man. Thank you for telling everybody. Thank you guys for showing us Cap, that dude. I didn't know Michael Cooper was there that long. He went there just as long as Magic was. That's interesting to know.
Yeah.
I knew he was there for a lot of them. I know he for all 5 of them. But that's cool, man. I can't wait, man. Season 2 start off with a bang. And we'll see y'all guys next week, man.
Next week, baby. It's up, baby. It's up. Y'all high school football on, NFL football on. Baby, it's here. It's here. Just OD on all of it. That's what I'm going to do.
I want all the guys who do show horrors, Raphael, all you guys, Pat, Red, all y'all. I want to see what the reaction is after this weekend, man. I'm gonna watch all y'all shows, man. I want to see, is it overreaction Monday? Or are we actually doing what we're gonna do this week? I want to see some breakdowns this week, man. I want to see some breakdowns of this sport, man. For my guy Maceo Heard, man, it's your boy E Glaze. We'll holler at y'all good people next week, man. Peace.